Hey everybody, thanks for joining me. Today, cold and wet, ferro rod. Hang around. Tick, 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 boom. Hey guys, thanks for joining me today for another episode. Today we're doing the ferrocerium rod, wet and cold. And the ferrocerium rod is something we have all used. It's all part of our kit. It throws off sparks in excess of 3,500 degrees. And it's very easy to use. You just need a 90-degree spine on a knife. You can also use glass. You could use a rock that's hard enough to strike the material off. And it's just a bomb-proof piece of equipment. It is fantastic. Now, where the name comes from, ferrocerium, is the two main components, iron and cerium. Iron is, the Greek term for it is ferrous, and cerium is another rare earth metal that has a very low auto ignition point. I think it's like 300 to 350 degrees. And it was actually created in 1903 by, and I'm going to have to look this guy up here, Baron Karl Auer von Welsbach. He was a Austrian scientist, and he was just mixing different metals together, and he came up with pretty much the modern day ferrocerium rod. And it's been, through the years, the recipe has changed little by little by little by little to make the sparks a little bit brighter, to make the sparks hotter, so on and so forth. But what we have today is a fantastic piece of equipment that everybody should have in their kit because it is bomb-proof. So let's get down here, bust this bugger out of ice, and see if we can start a fire with it. Wet and cold, bam. This thing is pretty handy around the camp. Shake it off. Take the old knife out. And yeah, we got some sparks off this thing. Let's give it a rip with some fat wood. I'd say it works cold and wet. Bomb-proof, guys. Bomb-proof. Alright guys, thanks for joining me for another episode. This one on the ferrocerium rod, wet and cold. What did we find out? We found out that this thing works straight out of the block of ice. There was absolutely hardly any recovery. Took it, shook it off a few times, and hit it with the knife. Bam, lit up some fat wood, and literally 10 seconds after I knocked it out of the block of ice. So this thing here, you need it in your kit, and it is phenomenal. Always suggest the bigger the better to a certain point. 1/2 inch by 6 inch, 1/2 inch this way, 6 inches long. Wrap it up with some duct tape on there like that for a handle. Not only that, but of course duct tape is flammable. It can be used as a fire extender. This thing's awesome, guys. So, guys, like the video, comment, share it with some friends who think might like it. And until next time, get out of the inside and into the outside. Take care. Good week. I lied. It's not entirely bomb-proof. It will not work underwater.